You will hardly see a video like this, seeing great players calling Ronaldo the greatest player of all time without his teammates dominating the video, like his teammates being 70 or 80% of the people in the video. But to Messi, it's a kind of another different thing. You see different players calling him the greatest player of all time. People that don't even know him in person, that people doesn't have any personal relationship with him, calling him the greatest player of all time. That's to show you the kind of player Messi is. He play makes, he assists, he scores. Like he brings so much joy to this game that you cannot deny the fact of you cannot deny the fact that he's the greatest player of all time. Like Messi being the greatest player of all time is a fact. But you now coming out to say that Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time is an opinion. You have to defend and defend and defend. To an extent, you even run mad. Like to an extent, you even you even counter what you are saying. Do you understand? Like to an extent, you counter but defending, like I can't come and be defending Messi that he's the greatest player of all time. I will only show you things that made him the greatest player of all time, and you will agree with me that he's the greatest player of all time. I will without the World Cup, I can still defend him. Without the World, even if I should remove all Messi's goals, if I should remove all the goals that Messi have scored in his career, I can also defend him being the greatest player of all time. Honestly, without the World Cup, he has the most assists. Like there are a lot of things that he has to his name that you cannot, no other player has. Two World Cup golden balls, the only player to have that. Five playmaker award, the only player to have that. 840 goals and also have five playmaker award. That's insane now. You cannot, like, do you know how much of do you know how much of a great player you have to be to equal those two things? To be a great goal scorer and also be a great assister in the game, and also run the game, play make and assist and do other stuffs in the game, dribble. Do you know? Do you know the people that tried this? Neymar tried, Hazard tried, a lot of other people tried in the past. They didn't even achieve it. Even Ronaldo from 2008 tried it. He had to stop because to do such thing in football is very very hard. To play make and score is very very hard. Ronaldo has to understand that to be the best player in this generation, you have to score a lot of goals. Yes, you have to score a lot of goals to compete. But we now that understand football, we have our taste of football is very very high that we can stoop so low to such things. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's a good player, but comparing him to Messi is kind of somehow it's awkward. She stopped doing it. She stopped.